Hey everybody, welcome. This is Jeanette with Star Empress 222. How's everybody doing? Okay, so I don't have really a plan for tonight's reading, but I want to go into the energies of the Divine Feminine and the Divine Masculine collectively right now. And this reading will not resonate with everybody. There are a couple things I want to talk about first. So, with Pluto in retrograde, which I don't know a lot about astrology, just from what I hear from other people or other readers or other people who are who learn a lot about astrology, but I can't really remember it all. So anyway, Pluto in retrograde has a lot to do with reminiscing and nostalgia and things coming up from the past that, like unfinished business type energy. So that's making people want to work out the kinks with that, and whatever that may be, in a relationship or within themselves, in which, you have to work that stuff out within yourself before you can pursue a relationship, obviously. Some people don't realize that, but for it to not be toxic, then, that's something that you have to do. I've been peeking in and out of like twin flame groups, and some divine feminines, quite a few actually, are being blocked by their divine masculines at this time. And intuitively, I feel, and it's kind of in the collective, it's kind of like a feeling of like we're hopeful, but we're also pessimistic. We manifest, right? We are trying to manifest what we want, our dreams, and how we want it to look with the divine masculine. And we've probably, most of us have been doing that for a long time. But when the masculine doesn't respond to us the way we want them to, communication tends to get cut off, right? Because someone disagrees, there's a debate of some sort, you're not on the same page, not on the same level. That means there's still work that needs to be done on both sides. Sorry, I had to pause it because my dog kept whining and wanting to go in my daughter's room. She got a new bunny, and I said, well, you're going to have him in there too, otherwise he's going to get jealous. So anyway, so as I was saying, there's this push-pull dynamic, and the feminine, we're sick and tired of it, and I will speak on their behalf. But yet we can't, rush anything. We have to have faith in the divine. There's things that we both still need to work through. So if your masculine is not doing something that you want them to do, or they're behaving in a way that you don't like, then there's something that you're doing that's repetitious. You might be stuck in an old pattern. You may be going in circles. You might feel like, oh, there's something that I could say to get my DM's attention, and he'll respond to me if I say this. And then sometimes you're like, forget it. whatever. It's his turn, right? And I'm pretty sure you've been in both those energies. But really what the Divine Feminine needs to do right now is complete surrender. Don't reach out. Don't. Just live in your highest vibration. Do what makes you happy. That is outside of him or outside of the Divine Masculine. He or she, it's just energy, right? So do what is outside of your DM. After all, you are one. You are the same soul in two different bodies. One's yin, one's yang. Dark and light. So just, do the things that make you happy. And maybe you've lost track of, what it is that really makes you happy. Maybe you've lost track of who you are. And I know that a lot of us have been on this journey for a long time, and some are just starting. But those who have been on this journey for a while, we've kind of figured out what our path is now. Usually it tends to go down the spiritual path, right? Of some sort. Something to do with higher consciousness, right? Or health. Some of us go for tarot. That's what I was led to. Through my search of angel numbers when I kept seeing repeated numbers in the beginning of my journey, which also led me to twin flames. I had no idea what twin flames were before I had met mine. So what I'm really saying here is that you need to do you. You need to make sure that you're good. Work through things that trigger you. You need to learn how to be happy whether your DM comes back or not. If you know in your heart of hearts, if you know deep down in your soul that you will be together in the 3D one day, then, you very well could be. And there's nothing wrong with staying positive about it, that's, what you want, but you can't stop living life in waiting mode for this person, in which you may not necessarily move on with somebody else, because I know for one that's tremendously difficult. I've dated quite a few different guys, and I just, I could get along with, a few of them, but I just didn't feel how intense or even nearly close to how I feel about my DM. And I know you can relate. Nobody replaces your other half. That's for sure. All right, so you need to balance yourself out, ground yourself, go into nature, walk barefoot in the grass or sand or on the beach, or do creative things, do things that inspire you. If you have a body goal, do a type of fitness that you're inclined to doing every day or almost every day, that you think would be fun. And that's another way that you'll start to love yourself more. Try different things. Step out of your comfort zone. If you've already figured out what you like because you've already stepped out of your comfort zone to do that, that's great. All right, so anyway, I hope that everyone's able to vibe high and stay on their manifestation mission with this twin flame journey, because you can have whatever you want. It just takes time sometimes. We're going to do 4 sets of cards here, or 4 decks. I've got the Twin Flame Journey Tarot by Mystic Moon. I've got Energy Oracle cards from Spirit, Signs from Spirit, Love Oracle, Mystic Moon, Aqua Moonlights, The Untold Truths of the Heart Oracle. Alright, so I'm going to fly by the seat of my pants doing this reading. We're going to go ahead and grab an energy card. I'm going to do this from masculine and feminine standpoint, because I want to see where they're both at collectively at this time. Even though I kind of know where I'm at, but it helps to know collectively where everyone's at. You know, some people are coming into union, some people are not talking. Some masculines are planning. They're just not saying anything. Some feminines are so sick and tired of this journey, but they're starting to realize that it's about themselves. You have to work on you if you want, you know, don't chase. Don't do it. Because it just makes you not seem as valuable. I don't know. Although some guys like the chase, but I know women get sick of it, and it's like, where are the olden days? We want the olden days back when chivalry was still alive and courting, and, you know, the guy went for the woman. But then it was probably wrong for women to pursue men back then. But they sure stayed together a long time. Alright, spirits, please use me as a clear and direct channel for the highest and best good for those who are listening. For the Twin Flame Collective, please give us an energy card for the Divine Masculine. For the Twin Flame Collective, current energy card for the Divine Masculine. Yeah, I'll just spread it out if it'll work for me. Oh, that's so embarrassing. It's not gonna do it. They're so sticky because it's so humid in here. I mean, they're not sticky, I don't know. It's just they don't want to spread out very well. Good enough. Divine Masculine Current Energy Spirit. Current energy towards this connection. This twin flame connection. What is the Divine Masculine's current energy? Did you see that? My finger was shaking. Happy family. Love that. See? Rainbow, new beginnings. They're on the beach. It's beautiful. And Divine Feminine's current energy for this twin flame connection spirit. All right, let me spread these out a little bit more. Sorry. Divine Feminine's current energy towards this connection spirit. Divine Feminine's current energy towards this connection spirit. contract. In balance. It looks like it's balanced. She wants a balanced connection, right? Let's see what the book says. We got 4 and 6. 4, happy family. Closeness, fun, and caring. The rainbow over this happy family portends a time of joy and celebration. Close connections are available, so don't overlook the fun frivolity that a friend or family experience can bring. The value that you find in a truly loving relative or friend brings a higher vibration to your life force. You may be distracted or busy, but remember to put this part of your life in the forefront of your priorities. If you're single, finding this card in your spread could indicate a potential meeting and perhaps relationship with someone who has children from a previous marriage. This ready-made family might bring some challenges, but it could be your destiny in this lifetime. This card may also simply signify a celebration coming up, such as a wedding, an anniversary, or birthday party. Enjoy. I open myself to a new and deeper experience of family, and I am ready to see greater happiness there. I know that I am the loving family that I need. So that's the divine masculine's energy towards this connection. And we have 6. Partnership, legal commitments. This card shows a contract in the background ready to be signed, indicating a committed connection of some sort. This union may be a business deal, the sale of a home, a new job, or even a commitment in marriage. Look at that. Both divine feminine and masculine are thinking about marriage or commitment with each other. You know, possibly also a new job, home, but there's happy family right there. So whatever the connection, this card is more than a casual agreement. It's usually something that requires a document that's binding, at least for the time being. The scales of justice also indicate that if a legal action is underway, it is likely to turn out in your favor. This card shines a light on potential new opportunities, so remain aware and receptive to what may be coming your way. So I kind of think that the DM and DF are in the energy of thinking about this divine connection, which in a past life we signed a contract to possibly be a happy family in this lifetime. Possibly get married in the 3D. I mean, whatever's in the 5D is in the 3D. As above, so below, right? Okay, so we'll grab... I want to grab some Untold Truths of the Heart Oracle. Spirit, how is Divine Masculine feeling in his headspace at this time? How is Divine Masculine feeling in his headspace at this time towards this connection? How is Divine Masculine feeling in his headspace? What is he thinking in his headspace at this time, Spirit? Emotional whirlwind, affected, dramatic, unstable. So this isn't even his heart space. This is his head space. So, you know, says affected, dramatic, unstable. So he may be feeling affected by this connection. There's some instability going on in his head. He may be all up in his head right now. You might be too. If this is the Divine Feminine listening, which in most cases it is. But he's starting to feel affected by this connection, and it's making him unstable mentally, because he probably, you know, he's never really been awakened to it before, and the Divine Masculine are starting to wake up more now. It's these twin flame connections. So how is Divine Masculine feeling in his heart space at this time, Spirit? Upheaval, shock, the unexpected, trouble. So he's had a tower moment. That's what upheaval is. An unexpected shake to his foundation. He's shocked by something. Maybe he found out something about this connection that he didn't really believe before. Maybe he saw something he wasn't expecting to see, or had like a revelation. Is that even a word? All right. How is Divine Feminine in her headspace at this time? What is Divine Feminine thinking in her headspace at this time, Spirit? We just want one card. How's Divine Feminine? Okay. Depth, complexity, awareness, importance. She's thinking about the depth of this connection, the importance of it, of how it helps both of you, in which you are one, but it helps both sides of your soul to work out old wounds and triggers, and resolve old patterns, and transcend old ways of doing things, old ways of being that were not working out. She's realizing that it's complex, but it's starting to be more understandable now, and she knows that maybe her Divine Masculine is feeling complexed about this at this time. She's realizing the importance of raising her vibration, being a light to guide the way, and following the light. that is leading her. What is Divine Feminine feeling in her heart space? Farewells, goodbyes, finality, closure. At this time, Divine Feminine, a lot of Divine Feminines are feeling like it's just never going to come together. As much as we try to manifest and be positive and optimistic and have faith in the divine and divine timing, you know, which is what we have to just live in the state of flow and have faith in the divine. You know, not all twin flame connections are romantic. Not all of them will come together in a romantic way. But for this collective reading, it is that way. Family, happy family. So for these set of twin flames, and this may be, you know, for a specific set of twin flames out there, you know, it's obviously not going to resonate with everybody, but some Divine Feminines are feeling like this is farewell. This is goodbye. And that's kind of the state of surrender in a way. It's the finality before union can ever even happen. So the DFs might be feeling this at this time. If, you know, if they feel like there's no hope at the moment. What does Divine Masculine want to tell Divine Feminine secretly? What does Divine Masculine want to tell Divine Feminine secretly? Running, disappearing, invisible. So he's running at this time, so he doesn't want to tell you anything. Big surprise, huh? Let's get a couple more cards for that. What doesn't what doesn't Divine Masculine want Divine Feminine to know at this time? What doesn't the Divine Masculine want Divine Feminine to know? I got a bunch of freaking cards. Misunderstood, lost soul, victim, mistakes. That's so weird that that came out, because I've been seeing mourning doves on power lines lately. Lately they're sitting next to each other, but so he doesn't want to tell you that he may feel like a victim. He may feel like a lost soul. He doesn't want to tell you that he's made mistakes. He doesn't want you to misunderstand him. Only you. Fixated, attached, hypnotized. He doesn't want to tell you that he's got eyes for only you. Due to the ego, right? Tension, turbulence, argument, stress. He doesn't want to say anything because of arguments. It causes turbulence, stress, and tension in your connection. Probably because you guys can't be on the same page at this time. Because there's still some things that need to be purged. Karma that needs to be worked through. What does Divine Feminine want to tell Divine Masculine at this time, secretly? Confessions. She wants Divine Masculine to unveil himself, to justify his actions, his running. She would like an unexpected message from her DM, confessing how he really feels for her, how he really feels about this connection, what he really wants, how he feels deeply under the surface. Sorry, moving these cards around. What doesn't the Divine Feminine want to tell Divine Masculine? What doesn't Divine Feminine? I guess we'll take them both. Heart Song. Oh. Inner knowing, telepathy, intuition. She knows that the Divine Masculine is her heart song. She has an inner knowing. Sometimes she feels like she has telepathy with the DM. Like he talks to her and she talks to him in her head. Or, there may be like a sexual surge there. Intuitively, she knows she doesn't need any other proof because the DM is her heart song. But I think she would want to tell him that. She doesn't want to have to tell him that. She wants him to have that inner knowing as well, right? Unconditional, innocence, support, whole heart. She doesn't want to tell him that he has her whole heart. Maybe. For fear of rejection. But at some point, you've probably told him that you love him unconditionally. And there's a bit of innocence about this connection. You want him to support you unconditionally and love you with his whole heart. And we'll get one more for the feminine. Rejection. Irrational fear, saying no. I said that earlier, didn't I? Yeah, somewhere in there. Irrational fear, saying no, dismissal. The DF is, it's a fear of hers to be rejected because she has been probably more than once by her DM. She's been dismissed. She's been told no. And that's because of the Divine Masculine's irrational fear. Fear of change. Fear of finding a new comfort zone. So there is those. I'm going to pick them up. And we're going to do some Twin Flame Journey Tarot. Spirit, what can you tell this collective group, this Twin Flame collective? What do you want? You just were ready, weren't you? Before I was. What can you tell this Twin Flame collective? What do you want them to know about each other? What's currently going on with the Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine at this time, collectively, Spirit? For June, or I'm sorry, it's July now. For July 2020. So we'll do for Divine Masculine at this time. Divine Masculine's energy towards Divine Feminine at this time, Spirit. Knight of Wands, passionate adventure. Alright. Good. So this Knight of Wands has determination and drive towards the feminine. Very charming and lovable, passionate and hot-tempered, self-confident. He loves showing off. He can be impulsive. You could travel together. It could be a holiday romance. Speaks of a fun relationship. Indicates, he could show up, Divine Masculine could show up and sweep you off your feet when you least expect it. That's his energy towards the feminine, in which he could be younger than you. Divine Feminine's energy towards the Divine Masculine at this time, Spirit. Divine Feminine's energy towards the Divine Masculine at this time, Spirit. Five of Cups, old wounds. So the Divine Feminine might feel like walking away in search of her other cups, walking away from this connection because she feels like sometimes it just feels like there's no hope. Divine Feminine feels disappointed in love because this didn't turn out the way she had wanted it to in the past. She might be grieving at this time. Might be emotionally unsatisfied. She might be feeling unloved. Having grief and sorrow, being sad, suffering pain and loss. So Divine Feminine may not feel that there's any hope for this to be a happy relationship, and she may feel like she has to settle for less than what she deserves. What else can you tell us about this Divine Masculine at this time, Spirit, towards Divine Feminine? Eight of Pentacles, work in progress. So the DM may be working on himself right now. Working on his old wounds. So that he could come forward to his feminine in the future. He might be paying more attention to detail within this connection. He may be being more creative, learning a new skill. Something that's more on the path of where he's supposed to go. He may be concentrating. He may be trying to deepen his understanding of this connection. You may have some things in common that he feels interested in, which could very well be this connection. Or, you know, there may be other things that you're passionate about and share that in common. What else can you tell us on the side of Divine Feminine for this connection, Spirit? What else can you tell us? That's too many cards. What else can you tell us on the side of Divine Feminine? I've seen reconciliation come out. And the Chariot. Seven of Cups. Fantasy and temptation. Divine Feminine may have many options at this time. Maybe she fantasizes about her Divine Masculine. We're just kind of like daydreaming. Or she may know that her Divine Masculine has other options. She's in her Empress Divine Feminine energy. So she's doing very well with that. Knight of Cups, romantic gesture. She wants her Divine Masculine to make a romantic gesture towards her. Or she's fantasizing about that. Eight of Wands, energy, surge, and communication. She wants her divine masculine to come forward with communication and possibly in person. What else can you tell us about divine masculine towards this connection, Spirit? What else can you tell us about divine masculine towards this connection at this time, Spirit? What else can you tell us about divine masculine towards divine feminine at this time? Divine masculine towards divine feminine at this time. How does he feel towards this divine feminine? How does divine masculine feel towards this divine feminine at this time, Spirit? Planning and decisions. Two of Wands. So he is making decisions behind the scenes and planning, kind of like there was a reading I watched earlier, and she had said that it's kind of like the divine masculine is in dress rehearsal, like he's planning out what he wants to say, what he wants to communicate, what he wants to do, the actions he wants to take. You know, very strategic. Sun, he feels like you are his sunshine, that you illuminate him and help him to grow. He wants to have growth with you. He wants to grow with you. Two of Cups, he feels that this is a divine partnership. He feels that you have an emotional hold on his heart and soul. He feels a connection here with you. He feels that this is divine. What else does divine masculine want to how does he feel towards divine feminine? What else can you tell us about divine masculine towards his divine feminine? Chariot, charging ahead. Wow, this reading. Some of you are really headed for union. Charging ahead. That's awesome. I mean, you got the Eight of Wands. That's also, you know, fast movement. Six of Cups. I knew I seen that for a reason, and it popped out. Reunion. Memories and reunion. This could be a past love, right? If you're twin flames, you more than likely are. Most definitely. So there's a reconciliation. He wants to charge forward and reconcile with you. He's thinking about these memories and how you fill him with light and help him to grow, and that you're his divine other half, and he wants to have this passionate adventure with his divine feminine and be romantic with you. How else is divine feminine feeling towards this connection, towards her divine masculine? Three of Pentacles, collaboration. She wants to build with her divine masculine. King of Swords, quick wit and intellect. She may feel that her DM is quick-witted and intelligent. Maybe you guys can debate quite often on things, like relentlessly. In the past, you know, when you've had conversations. What else can you tell us about this connection at this time, Spirit? Whoa. I think every reading that I've had, this planning and decisions had come out. We have foundation and commitment, Four of Wands. That goes so well with this reading. Goes along with the happy family and the contract here in divine partnership. So your divine masculine wants to lay down this foundation with you and commit to you. And in traditional tarot, the Four of Wands is the 1111 card, right? Union. These are the other ones that came out. Tower, divine intervention. So at this time, as we've seen with the other cards, there was a tower for the divine masculine. Maybe it was because of the last time that you talked, it wasn't left off on good terms. And maybe you are not in communication right now. Nine of Wands, trials and tribulations. Like I said, can't talk. Tribulations. So, the tower crashed because of this. Because of the trials and the turbulence between you. Because of the barriers that were up to leveling up. The DM likes to shunt his growth. But the divine stepped in and was like, no, you're not going to do that no more. It's time to grow, buddy. So, let's see what else Spirit has to say about this connection. That's too many cards. What else does divine masculine want? Divine feminine. Thoughts. Page of Swords. So he's very heavy in his thoughts right now. Maybe you both are. You are. He might be learning more about this connection. And figuring out, deciding, planning on what he's going to say to you. Six of Wands. Another six. Do we have 3 6s here? Yeah. Not yet. Success and recognition. So he's recognizing this divine partnership. It's speaking of having success in this divine partnership. What else can you tell us, spirits, about this current connection? What can you tell us about this twin flame connection? Knight of Pentacles, steady progress. That came out up here, work in progress. So divine masculine at this time for this wave of twin flames that I am channeling for, he is very heavily into his thoughts and learning about this divine partnership as he's been illuminated by the divine, by you. He's a work in progress. He's making steady progress. You may not see it at this time, but this is what Spirit is saying. I mean, it came out twice. Actually, it came up more than that because where's the 8? There was 8 of Pentacles. Wasn't there? Yeah. Oh, that is the work in progress. Okay. He sees you as his son, his sunshine, his divine partner, his love. And he wants to make plans and decisions to make this romantic gesture, make communication, that he wants to collaborate with you, that he wants to charge in because he recognizes this connection now. And he wants to reunite with you and build this foundation together and have this commitment and happy family. And the divine is stepping in to make this possible. I love this reading. Whoever wants to claim it, claim it. Also, I didn't mention it earlier. I appreciate everybody that's supporting me. I really would like it if you could comment on this video. Say whatever you want. No negative comments though, please. I mean, I don't mind constructive criticism if you have it, but let's try and keep it light, because we're all here to support each other through this journey. But I'm going to do a drawing once I hit 1,000 subscribers, which may end up being a little while. I don't know. I'm doing all right, you know, considering it's only been about 2 or 3 weeks now that I've jumped into this tarot reading stuff on YouTube. But I'm going to be doing a drawing once I hit 1,000 subscribers, so if you could continue to comment below. Also in my description box, I have a PayPal if you're interested in donating to the channel, so that I can, you know, end up buying more cards and keeping this going. I also have a wish list if you're interested in sending me any decks that you would like to see me use on here. There are some more that I want to purchase. There's a lot more I want to purchase. I'd like to get some divine masculine and divine feminine messages, you know, like to each other type thing. I'd like some of those. Yeah. In which, you know, if someone else doesn't get me them, I'll get them anyway. But that was your reading, and that was lovely. I have to say that sounds like a very fairy tale type thing. But that's kind of how this journey feels, right? Like, it kind of felt that way with our divine masculine in the beginning when we met them, like a fairy tale. So we'll get some signs from Spirit. Let's see what Spirit has to say. What signs can you give the divine masculine at this time? What signs can you give divine masculine at this time about this connection, Spirit? What signs can you give divine masculines at this time about this connection, Spirit? What signs can you give divine masculine at this time, Spirit? Gray, depressed, detached, unemotional. So he may be in that area at this time. as he is very much in his head. What else for Divine Masculine? What other sign for Divine Masculine Spirit? Oh, I had Swan turned over and I had no idea. Swan, loyalty. So Divine Masculine or you may be seeing swans at this time. Maybe learning integrity, learning to be loyal. 999. Profound lessons are at hand. Completion of a cycle is near. For those of you seeing this number, a completion of a cycle is near. Lessons are being learned. What signs can you give for Divine Feminine at this time, Spirit? What signs can you give for Divine Feminine at this time? White, purity, innocence, safety, light. So you are of white light. You are purifying your soul. You're safe. The light is protecting you. There's a light that helps make this connection safe. There's an innocence about this connection, about you. Hat rolls. So maybe you're both trying to figure out what your role will be. What other signs can you give for this connection, Spirit? What other signs can you give for both Divine Masculine and Feminine in this connection, Spirit? What other signs? We have 333. Green. Yellow. What other signs can you give? How about no? What other signs can you give for this twin flame connection? 555. Yes, been seeing that a lot. Wake up call. Time to move in a new direction. Yes. Thank you, Spirit. And then we have 333. Trinity. Mind, body, soul. You are in the zone. Express your true, authentic self. So the Divine Masculine is being encouraged to move in a new direction and express his true, authentic self. Also, the Divine Feminine. Green, prosperity, health, abundance. So it may be good to focus on your health at this time. And you may be seeing green around you. You may be seeing flowers around you. This is helping you to have good health, abundance, prosperity, optimism, confidence, success, and happiness. And another card for this connection, Spirit. Another card for this connection. Another card. Another card for this connection, Spirit. Apparently nothing. See, when I shuffle while I'm recording, it doesn't work out that well. Names, energy, alignment. So you may be seeing your Divine Masculine or Divine Feminine's name. You may be seeing Yeah, you may be seeing their name often, which can signal that you are in energy alignment. You could also be seeing like their birthday often, or something often that reminds you of them, which means that you're more in alignment. But I think the names thing really sticks out, and I have been seeing my DM's name and hearing it quite a bit lately. Alright, so that's been the reading. I hope that you enjoyed it. Sorry it was a little long. You know me, I'm good at long readings. Thanks for joining me, and please don't forget to comment and subscribe. I hope that everyone has a good day or night, and try to keep your vibes high, and don't forget your worth. Have a good night, everybody.